Local leaders are taking action to crack down on dangerous firearm modifications. They're pushing for a statewide ban on so-called Glock switches, and they say federal law isn't enough. Now, we want your opinion. What should be our top firearm policy focus? The choices are on your screen right now. Just scan the QR code to let us know what you think. ABC 3340's Gracie Johnson joins us with more now. And Gracie, if there's already a federal ban, what's driving the push for state-level legislation?
Muriel, ultimately lawmakers and local leaders say that the state law could bring harsher punishments to offenders.
Machine gun conversion devices has no place in a civilized society. I'll say that again. Machine gun conversion devices have no place in a civilized society.
Several local leaders, law enforcement agencies, and lawmakers in Jefferson County brought forward their plan to enforce a statewide ban on conversion devices, commonly known as Glock switches, something already banned at the federal level.
And while the federal government has banned such devices, we want to make it clear as a unified front that passage at the state level from our state legislators are equally critical. That being the case, I want to be clear and say that establishing a statewide ban removes a gap which gives the local law enforcement you see standing here more tools, if you would, to get these devices off our streets.
Interim Birmingham Police Chief Michael Pickett said since his role as chief began at the end of November, officers have obtained 30 to 40 Glock switches off the streets of Birmingham. I asked Chief Pickett, how are officers finding and obtaining these conversion devices?
They were attained through us responding to calls of either shots fired, also us doing investigations where we may have been arresting someone, taking them into custody. They were in possession of a firearm in conjunction with them committing another offense.
Going forward, if the federal Glock switch prohibition is adopted as state law, this bill would prohibit anyone from possessing any part or combination of parts designed or intended to convert a firearm into a machine gun. And offenders would face both federal and state charges, ultimately serving harsher punishments.
Those cases doesn't have to be ran concurrent, they can be ran consecutively, which means that you can serve time in a state court, state penal facility, and also in a federal facility.
Local lawmakers said the statewide ban will also send a message that they are not going to tolerate any type of conversion device here in Birmingham and Jefferson County. Live in Birmingham, Gracie Johnson, ABC 3340 News.
Well, let's go back to our poll question and see what you think so far. What should be our top firearm policy focus? So far, 57% voting harsher penalties. Next up, 17%. It's changing now. You can see 19% saying gun rights. Well, you still have time to vote. Just scan the QR code to let us know what you think.